Hello my friends, I'm Duchess and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to draw a well-known power couple, Queen Navier and King Heinrey. If you have never ever heard of them, then I would strongly recommend that you read The Remarried Empress that can be found on Webtoon. I started this webtoon as soon as I saw it pop up on Webtoon's front page. Why? I have a thing for historical dramas and stories. I love the olden days when women wore beautiful gowns and men dressed up in lavish suits. Now, I wouldn't necessarily want to wear the gowns and suits, but I love the designs and the way that the society worked, with the barons, the dukes, and stuff like that. I find it very intriguing, and I just love stories that take place during those days. Some of my favorite webtoons or comics are actually ones that take place during the medieval times. The plot is wonderful and all of the characters are really well developed, which is I think what hooks people to the story, especially a particularly annoying woman with long white hair and dark eyes. And as a normal human being, I love having a character that I can despise with all of my heart. If you read the first episode, you honestly probably know who I'm talking about, like right off the bat, because you'll know when you read it. And I don't mean this as a bad thing, because it's like it makes it very interesting when there's a type of character like that, because you just want vengeance for the main character, and it just really makes you want to keep reading the story. Anyway, I love Navier's character the same way that I love Duchess Medea Solon's character. Strong, independent women are very inspiring, and I get really bored and annoyed if the female character is always indecisive, unknowledgeable, or just too naive. Like actually. I don't mind the main character being a bit clueless or being innocent, but it's been way overdone too many times. Heinrey's character is also amazing. He's a very gentle person who really loves Navier, and their chemistry is just so good, and I love how they interact. Most times I feel like I read about a male character who's very dominant, and you can just tell that he's very aggressive, and they're usually pretty cold toward the main character, who's usually female. But Heinrey's kind of the opposite of that. Like, he's just very sweet, very gentle, and it's just a really nice contrast from what I usually read in other comics. So I'm drawing their wedding, or them in their wedding attire. I believe the story's coming to an end soon, and they haven't gotten married officially yet, like with the church bells and the white wedding dress. Their wedding attire has been shown a couple times in the webtoon, but they were all different designs. Like, the author didn't want us to see what the actual design was. So I decided to come up with my own wedding attire for them, using the ones that I saw in the webtoon as references. I used some of the ideas and designs and incorporated it into the one that I'm drawing right now for Navier and Heinrey. Anyway, I had a lot of trouble drawing their faces, but I got it to look as good as I could. I also did a lot of rearranging, like a lot. Her body was shaped all wrong in their faces and a lot of things. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing plastic surgery on the people I draw, because I always end up moving their faces around or changing their body structures. Thank goodness for digital art. I say that often, but it really is true. Now, when I draw something on paper, I constantly find myself double tapping the paper and expecting something to happen, and yeah. Does that happen to any of you? Let me know down in the comments below if you guys are thankful for digital art. This could be photography, computer graphics, digital painting, etc. Time to color. Probably one of my least favorite parts. I kind of feel like this part takes me a long time, especially on the weekend when I'm drawing my webtoon. Maybe because I dislike coloring, so it takes longer, or maybe I just really take a long time to color. Anyway, I wasn't sure what color to make Navier's gown at first. I thought, white, duh. I mean, that's traditional and kind of obvious, but then I also looked at the reference pictures from the webtoon and I thought a peachier color would look really good. Time for shading. Love shading, even though it takes me forever. I always start with the skin first. I also love adding details like the designs on the clothes. I bought a lot of brushes from artists to do these designs, and I bought them all on Etsy. Just look it up on Etsy, like design brushes for Procreate. Anyway, I invested a lot on these brushes, and I'm really glad that I did. I feel like I'm not very creative or good at creating my own designs. Like, how do you make all these swirls and come up with all of these intricate details and make it look good? I guess I could, but I would literally take weeks to finish one drawing. Heinrey's face. I honestly wasn't happy with this at all since the beginning, when I first sketched it, but after I rearranged it like 3 times, it started to look a little bit better. Time for the background. It's a wedding theme, so I couldn't give it a super plain background like I usually do, so I threw in some pink and used a brush to add the designs. Alright, well that's all I have for you today. If you guys like this video, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.